What's going on, Nerd Army guys? It's time once again for another episode of Exploring Comics. Now guys, if this is the first time you're joining us for an episode of Exploring Comics, what we do is we take some of your favorite characters, chop them all up. No, I'm just kidding you. No, we go ahead and we break down these characters from beginning to end and their history all the way through the years in the comics. We lay out just the best points that we could come up with and get your guys' opinion on what you guys think about it, and you suggest the next one. Today, we're going to discuss the history of Psylocke. Elizabeth Betsy Braddock was created by Chris Claremont and Herb Tapping, and first appeared in Captain Britain #8. In this story, she is revealed to be the twin sister of Brian Braddock, who happens to be the hero named Captain Britain. Betsy was a charter pilot, but she did have very powerful psychic abilities. In the 1980s, her story was retold, and she went to work for a secret government agency known as Strike. But Strike would want to take advantage of her psychic abilities, and that's where she allowed it. This is also the storyline where she dyed her once golden blonde hair that was just like her twin brother Brian's, and dyed it to the most iconic purple that we will ever hear about, and she is known for even today. Following an earth-shattering event known as Jasper Warp, Brian Braddock decided to take a hiatus from being Captain Britain. So while he was gone, Betsy stepped up and took on the role. During a confrontation with the supervillain Slaymaster, Betsy was actually blinded. Brian finds out about this due to the psychic leak his sister and him share. Brian returns completely furious and kills Slaymaster, and then decides to resume the role of Captain Britain. Betsy would remain blind for some time, but eventually would be able to handle her own just by using the abilities that she was gifted with to see through others' eyes. Later on, otherworldly being and TV executive named Mojo implants robot eyes and then brainwashes her. He also sets cameras in those eyes so that way he can spy on the X-Men. Mojo is also the one that named her Psylocke. She was kept as a slave, and she was the star of Mojo's new hit show, Wild Ways. Her brother, Captain Britain, actually teams up with the X-Men to rescue her, and she returns with the X-Men to the X-Mansion to recuperate. While she was recovering, the Marauders actually attacked the Morlocks and injured a bunch of them, so the injured Morlocks were actually taken to the X-Mansion for protection. Unfortunately, the X-Men were off in New York on business, but it wasn't until Sabretooth, one of the Marauders, actually broke into the X-Mansion and was coming to finish off the injured Morlocks. Betsy puts her well-being aside and uses herself as bait to lead Sabretooth away from the injured Morlocks, and then the X-Men arrive just in time. As Wolverine and Sabretooth battle it out, Betsy actually uses her telepathic ability to get into Sabretooth's head and find out all about their leader, Mr. Sinister, and all the other members of the Marauders. Due to this amazing act of bravery, Wolverine actually opted for her to join the team. She took on the name Psylocke permanently and donned her iconic outfit that everyone knows her by. She is now officially an X-Men. Later, Maxuo Sarubia, the leader of the Hand, brainwashed Psylocke into becoming Lady Mandarin, an assassin that worked directly for the Hand. She eventually fights her way through the brainwashing and rejoins the X-Men, just for later for her to join Storm's team of X-Men, killed by a character named Vargas while in Spain. But that was not the end of Psylocke. She was not done yet. She was resurrected by her brother Jamie, using his reality warping abilities. She later joined the team of heroes from different realities that were protecting the Omniverse, known as the Exiles, but would eventually return to the X-Men and be one of their iconic members. Psylocke is a master martial artist combined with her telepathy, which she uses to protect herself and look for opportune points in the next move and weaknesses of her opponent. She can also use her powers to augment her strength and speed, and she can also adjust for each opponent. She also has the ability to focus her psychic powers into a solid psychic knife. Eventually her ability does grow. She can actually manifest a full-size psychic katana. Early on in her career, and often in the later years of her career, she actually is known for the butterfly-shaped psychic energy around her face that we see in the comics. This has become kind of an iconic look for her, and something we all know her by. She is one of the most well-known and iconic fan-favorite characters of the X-Men, and she has been for some time. But guys, in the upcoming X-Men Apocalypse movie, the actress that will be playing Psylocke is Olivia Munn. Now, she is a gorgeous, amazing actress. Cannot wait to see what she does with this character, but this is a fan favorite character. We need to realize that if she does not do a tremendous job, a lot of the fans will blow up on her. So let's give her a chance, guys. Hope she does well. So like always, if you guys like this video, make sure you rate it with that big thumbs up. And if you guys want to see another character done and another history of, done right here on Exploring Comics. You guys put that name of that character down in the comments down below, but let me know what you guys thought about the history of Psylocke and what you guys think about the character overall. And are you excited for the new X-Men Apocalypse movie? I know I am, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time right here on Nerds Rise for another episode of Exploring Comics. Peace out, guys.
If you liked the video you just saw, make sure you rate it with that big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you can check out all the other nerdy videos we have just like this one. Also, check out my Patreon account and become a patron if you'd like for access to exclusive content.